In a landmark decision that has sent ripples across African football, FIFA has ruled on the controversial CAF Champions League match between Orlando Pirates and FC Lupopo, overturning the initial group stage result. The global governing body has confirmed that FC Lupopo has been disqualified from the competition due to a breach of regulations, and as a result, Orlando Pirates has been reinstated into the group stages of the prestigious continental tournament. The ruling, which was handed down after an in-depth investigation, marks the conclusion of a highly contentious issue that has captivated football fans across the continent. The decision, which took place after a series of legal deliberations and an extensive review of the match incident, is set to alter the dynamics of the CAF Champions League as the tournament progresses into the latter stages of the group phase. The incident in question occurred in the opening round of the CAF Champions League, where Orlando Pirates, South Africa's premier football club, faced FC Lupopo of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The match, which took place in early September, ended in an embarrassing 3-0 victory for FC Lupopo, but controversy quickly surrounded the result when it was revealed that a series of irregularities had taken place both on and off the field. Reports surfaced that FC Lupopo had fielded an ineligible player during the match, violating CAF's strict roster and player registration rules. This breach prompted an official protest from Orlando Pirates, with the South African side alleging that the player in question had not been properly registered to participate in the game. According to CAF's regulations, all players must be properly cleared and registered in accordance with tournament rules before taking part in any match. The issue was further complicated by accusations of foul play, with multiple sources suggesting that the player's registration documents had been altered or forged to ensure his eligibility for the fixture. Given the gravity of the situation and the implications for both teams, FIFA immediately stepped in to launch a full investigation into the allegations. The governing body, in partnership with CAF, conducted a thorough review of the match and the circumstances surrounding FC Lupopo's actions. Evidence was collected from both clubs, along with testimonies from match officials, players, and other relevant parties involved in the matchday activities. During the investigation, it was revealed that FC Lupopo had indeed violated CAF's player registration regulations. The player in question, whose identity has not been disclosed, had been listed on the matchday squad despite not being officially registered with the CAF competition organizers. The player had been participating in training sessions with the team, but his registration paperwork had been submitted incorrectly or with alterations that contravened the rules of the competition. The findings of the investigation were clear: FC Lupopo had breached multiple CAF regulations, specifically relating to player eligibility, and as a result, the match outcome was to be revised. FIFA, upholding the integrity of the competition, decided to take the strong measure of disqualifying FC Lupopo from the group stage of the CAF Champions League for their actions. In their official statement, FIFA outlined the reasoning behind the decision, highlighting the need to preserve the fairness and credibility of the competition. The decision to disqualify FC Lupopo was a direct response to the club's violation of fundamental tournament rules and the impact it had on the competition's integrity. As a result of the disqualification, Orlando Pirates, who had originally been relegated to the third spot in their group following the loss to FC Lupopo, were reinstated into the group stage. The South African club, which had earlier filed an appeal against the result, was awarded a 3-0 victory for the match in question. This outcome shifts the dynamics of Group E, with Orlando Pirates now taking FC Lupopo's place in second position in the standings. The victory also ensures that Orlando Pirates will continue their campaign in the CAF Champions League, with the club now positioned to advance further into the tournament. This move has been met with mixed reactions across the continent. Fans of Orlando Pirates have expressed overwhelming support for the decision, with many celebrating their club's reinstatement into the competition. On the other hand, supporters of FC Lupopo have voiced their displeasure, with some alleging that the ruling is overly harsh and damaging to the club's reputation. In an official statement, Orlando Pirates management expressed relief and gratitude for FIFA's decision, while also calling for greater transparency and strict adherence to regulations in future CAF tournaments. The club's spokesperson remarked, "We are pleased with FIFA's thorough investigation and the eventual decision to reinstate Orlando Pirates into the CAF Champions League group stage. Our focus now is on preparing for the next match and competing with the highest level of integrity. We will continue to respect the rules and hope to contribute to the growth of football on the continent." Meanwhile, FC Lupopo has expressed their dissatisfaction with the ruling, hinting at the possibility of an appeal. The club's management has vehemently denied any wrongdoing and maintains that the player in question was registered according to all necessary protocols. FC Lupopo's officials have yet to make any further public statements regarding their next steps but are reportedly considering legal recourse against both FIFA and CAF. With the ruling now confirmed, Orlando Pirates will look to continue their journey in the CAF Champions League. The team, under the leadership of coach Cedric Kaze, will face stiff competition in the group stage.